Hello everyone, welcome back to the Scrap and Stamp YouTube channel. It's Jess here, and today we're rocking out with a galaxy background featuring Mama Elephant's Rock Monster Stamp and Die combo. I'm going to start by grabbing my Waffle Flower Stencil Media Mat, an array of oxide inks, and a mini slim card front in Bristol Smooth cardstock. As always, I'll have all the links in the description box below. Let's get inky! First up is Picked Raspberry. When you're creating a galaxy background, you're going to add a random pattern of colors as your first layer on your card front. There's really no rhyme or reason to the order of the colors I'm adding. I'm just making sure that each color are not touching each other because I want to avoid any muddiness that might happen. Once I've laid down the lighter colors, now we can work on incorporating some darker tones. I reached for Villainous Potion, Prized Ribbon, and Chipped Sapphire. If this is the first time you're creating a galaxy background and you're kind of working through it and you're looking at it and thinking, what is going on here? What is going to happen? I assure you, for most of the process, it looks like a bit of a hot mess, but it'll all come together, I promise. Now that we've got a really good base going, it's time to add some black soot. Each time you create a galaxy background, they're all going to be slightly different, so you can always go back in and add more layers of color. And now we're ready for that oxide magic. I reached for my spray mister and added a light spray of water over our card front, and then gently wiped away any excess water with a paper towel. And now I'm going to reach for my heat tool and set everything in place. And the cool thing is we can keep adding layers and layers of color. I decided that I needed a little bit more splatter, so I reached for my water brush and added more details. I'm loving how this is coming along, and we're not done with our splatter yet. I reached for some gloss media spray in white and went a little wild. And ta-da! Here's our background. And as you can see, every time you create a galaxy background, they're all going to be unique. And to finish off the look, I added a little bit of glitter spray. With our background all finished, we can work on our card design. Off camera, I die cut a grassy hillside to ground our scene. I made sure to use Bristol Smooth cardstock as we're going to add one more oxide ink in Mowed Lawn. And of course, I love that oxide effect, so I'm going to react the ink with my water brush. And now that we have our background and our hillside, it's time for our rock monsters. I decided I wanted to have two of them on our card front, one serenading the other. Off camera, I stamped these images with Memento Tuxedo black ink on ultra smooth cardstock because we're going to be reaching for our Noir TriBlend markers. When I'm coloring in small images, I like to go from darkest to lightest, moving between colors in small circular motions. Once I'm happy with the blend, I'll go in and add highlights if necessary. For our little monsters, I decided on blue turquoise, gold yellow, and coral blends. Now we can go in with our small details, so I'm going to go in with our bright pink blend for the heart, and I wanted the guitar to have a rock and roll feel, so I grabbed the orange blend. And of course, these monsters needed a little bit of blush. And now that we're done coloring, we can start building our scene. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere our grassy hillside to the corner of our card front, and then I'm going to add the monsters with some 3D foam tape. You'll notice that this background is a little bit different than the one that we created together. It wasn't quite dry enough while I was filming, and I wanted to show you how you can do the same steps and get totally different results. Now we can add our sentiment strip, which I heat embossed with white embossing powder and added 3D foam tape for dimension. And I'm going to add a little bit of sparkle with my clear sparkle marker. To finish off the card, I added coordinating sequins. Here's one last peek at our 2 different results, and here's the card. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you like this video, be sure to hit the like and subscribe button. Until next time.